Can you set up just sold ads on Facebook, and if so, how? That's a question that we get all the time, and that's what I'm answering for you today, right here on EAPTV. So the first thing you're going to want to do when creating a just sold ad is to create a landing page that really taps into the thinking and the emotions of someone who might consider selling their home. What you'll see is a lot of agents do things like just, get a free home valuation, which isn't bad, but it's really commonplace. Or you'll see them just saying something like just sold, sign up to get more information, which again, that's not bad, but it doesn't tell the visitor what's in it for them, what's the benefit, what itch are you scratching, what curiosity are you resolving for them. And so let's take a look at this. You won't believe how much your neighbor's house sold for. They couldn't believe it either. Find out exactly what they got. And that taps into that emotion of wanting to know. I mean, if you own a home and you live in a neighborhood, you want to know what another home sold for because you want to know what it did to your property values. If it sold for really high, it starts to get those wheels turning that, hey, maybe I should sell too, that kind of thing. So if you can create a little mystery and curiosity here, this is a good angle. So here's what the finished page looks like. One last point here is when you're creating squeeze pages, don't be afraid to have some fun with the button. Tell me what they sold for. A lot of people just leave it download, sign up, that kind of thing. And again, nothing wrong with it, but in a market that's really competitive and people are running CMAs like the what's your home worth, those kinds of things, don't be afraid to punch these up and give them a little bit more edge and a little bit more angle. So even changing something as simple as changing the button to say, tell me what they sold for, it reaffirms that action of what they're signing up for. So we've got our landing page. The next step is setting up the actual Facebook ad. We're going to pop over to the Facebook Ads Manager and I'll show you exactly how to do that. For the objective, I'm going to select conversions. If you're not familiar with setting up a custom conversion for an ad, check out the rest of our channel. We do have some other really thorough setups on how to set up custom conversions. If that's a little too complicated for you, you can use traffic, but when you use conversions, you're telling Facebook to serve that ad to people who are most likely to not just click to your page, but to opt into your form. So that's what we want. We're going to go with conversions. The first step to setting up your ads and setting up your targeting is to select areas that are sort of the neighborhoods that you want to target and farm and promote that just sold home. And similar to setting it up with a postcards, like you would buy a list and go to a certain homeowners within a certain zip code, we can do the exact same thing in Facebook. So you can go in and put the zip codes that are appropriate for where you want to market, and then you can go down here to detailed targeting and also select folks who are homeowners. If you search for that, you're going to find this homeowners demographics. You don't want the interests. That could be anyone who's interested in owning a home, but this actually pulls information that's households that people own their home. That's who we want to reach. We're going to edit our placements here just because Facebook will automatically, you can see here, they default to serving things in Instagram, which you don't want. You don't want them to take your Facebook ad and automatically insert it into Instagram. They're two very different social networks. If you are going to do any Instagram advertising, it's always better to set that ad up inside of Instagram in its native environment. And typically we see the best results with just inserting ads into feeds. So for this setup, I'm going to do Facebook ads and just feeds. We're going to leave this on all devices so that we get mobile and desktop. You can set your daily budget to whatever you like. We'll leave that at 20 for now. If you're using conversions, you can leave most of this, the bid amount be automatically optimized, that kind of thing. You can leave all of that alone. And we're going to hit continue and we're going to create our ad. We're going to go ahead and just pick the single image. Those are really easy and straightforward and they work. For our images, there's a wide variety of sources online where you can get paid stock images, where you can get free stock images. Also though, Facebook does provide them. So if you just click that free stock image, you can go in here and you can search. I've searched for house. I found one that I liked, pick it, we're good to go. These are already formatted to be the right size for these ads and everything, so it's a great way to go. For the website URL, the destination URL, as I mentioned earlier, it's always better to send people to a squeeze page. So what we did here is we went and grabbed our link, our URL, out of our squeeze page so that anytime anyone clicks this ad, that's where they're going. They're not just going to the general web page. So down below here, what we did with the headline, this is a nice little trick. If you've already created a squeeze page that you want to use, one of the best things to do is to not get too fancy, not get too clever. Take the headline and the text that you've already created for your squeeze page and just use that over here for your ad. That way, if someone clicks your ad and then they get to the landing page, there's no disconnect. So for our headline, we did just sold. They couldn't believe it either. Click to find out exactly what they got. You can see that that is, I literally copy and pasted that straight off of the landing page. You won't believe how much your neighbor's house sold for. That's the headline off the squeeze page. And then down here, I kind of, it's the exact same message, and I just tweaked it a little bit. Your neighbors just sold their home for more than they expected. Find out exactly how much they got. If you add these little emojis that make it a little bit more eye-catching, that does seem to help in some circumstances. You don't have to do it. It's not required. There's no data or research out there saying use emojis, make more, get more clicks. It does make it a little more eye-catching when people are scrolling through and they're just seeing text and images. When they see an ad or a piece of content that has some little emojis here, it does grab the eye a little bit better. So test that out for yourself. That is pretty much it in terms of setup. We have our conversion pixel set up, we have our image, we have our copy, we are good to go, and we can place that order. And that's all there is to it. Just pick your zip codes that you want to target homeowners specifically, and then get a good ad and a good landing page in front of those people. Let us know in the comments down below how this works out for you. Thanks for watching.